Hello, and welcome to tonight's stream. Hope you guys are all having a lovely evening. I have had a pretty chill day, other than the part where the Jeep stopped working again. For those of you that watched last night, I went into a lot of detail on the issues that my Jeep has been having, and how I was hopeful that it was going to work today, and it didn't. I got in, I turned the key, I turned it on, I started backing up. I got, like, halfway down the driveway, the engine just goes out. I'm like, not again! So, yeah, that was rough. So, I just left it in the middle of the driveway. And then told my mom, and then took my brother's car to work. So, that was fun times. Hey, welcome, Jason. We've got some packs for you. It was weird, like, the PayPal didn't even, like, show it to me until quite a while after. It must have, like, you must have sent it. It was being really weird, but, you know, we're gonna get these 11 packs opened for you now, and we're going to pull lots of spice, hopefully. So let's go ahead and get started. For pack number 1, we've got Mischievous and an Ursaluna. It's like, you know, a pretty mid start. Go ahead and get that sleeved up for you. And there's our code card. And on to our next pack. Let's get more specs. Wallace and Miss Magius. Oh, we got a Miss Magius to go with the Mischievous. Got a little evolution line going on there now. On to pack number 3. We've got Sue and Lilligant and the little silly Anorith. That's what I realized, that my camera is kind of off to the side. I still am, like, constantly moving everything around in my room because nothing is, like, in its permanent place. The only thing in my bedroom right now that is where it is supposed to be is my bed. Everything else, all 3 desks, the white shelves back there, my dresser, everything else is not where it's supposed to be. So it's just, like, every day is just me awkwardly trying to push stuff out of the way to make my room at least somewhat usable. And then I'm like, you know, I'll move the furniture tomorrow. And then tomorrow comes and I'm like, I will move the furniture on my next day off. And then my next day off comes, and then I'm like, I'll move the furniture next weekend. And so that's kind of how things have been going so far. But one day, I assure you, one day I will actually get around to moving my furniture. I would say maybe tonight, but honestly, I'm not even gonna pretend that it's likely that that's gonna happen. Because I found out a really cool thing today. Apparently, you can publish books through Amazon. And pretty much all you have to do is sign up for an account, upload, like, the manuscript and the cover. Ooh, Radiant to Serena. Fun. And then it just takes, like, a couple days to, like, verify things. And then they just, like, publish it on there. And any cells, they will just print for demand for you. So literally all you have to do is put it in there. And I'm like, oh, one of my many, like, long-term dreams has been to be an author in at least some sense. My goodness, these packs are being rough. But yeah, so I might be doing some writing tonight. Start working on a manuscript to publish on Amazon just because I can. And because I always need more money. Crocodile. Where is the spice? We've got 2 more packs. We've gotten 1 character card, 1 Radiant, and 1 V. We need more spice than that. Alright, second to last pack, we have Phoebus and an Arcanine. That is not the spice that we were looking for. It's all down to this last pack. We need That last pack magic. Gotta get some kind of spicy texture. Come on. Oh, I see some texture. Ooh, nice. Now that right there is a good hit. And what is this? Ooh. There we go. Man, I was worried that these packs were just gonna be like total duds, but that is a pretty fantastic conclusion right there. Man, that's crazy. All right, I think that last pack literally turned the whole thing around. That is amazing. I love the Candace. It's so cute. I love like her teal and white theme. It's so pretty. Very nice. Yeah, that's some good spice right there. I found top loaders now, so let me stick those into a top loader for you. I think it's the second one of those Rayquazas we've gotten you in the last couple days, so you know, we're just stocking you up good on all of the spicy Rayquazas. And the Candace, that's super fun. And then all the random stuff from the other packs. Not much there, but the last pack magic did it for us. We will go ahead and get those added into your stack. There we are. OBS disconnected! Okay, it says it connected again. I don't know why it just like died for a second, but I think it's okay. I think we're fine. My computer's just doing silly stuff because it can. Yeah, sounds good now. So we're fine. My computer just wanted to make me worry for a second for fun. Alright, let me check orders real quick, see if we've got anything else to open yet. Let's see. Oh, where did my Cash App tab go? There it is, I found it. Alright, it doesn't look like we've got any more orders yet, so we can just vibe for now. I'll tell you guys more about my adventures in figuring out the ways that you can make money on Amazon. Like especially the publishing stuff. Like, I don't know, like that was definitely something that discouraged me from ever really taking the time to like get in, like be serious about writing something that I wanted to publish. Is that I'm like, this sounds like so much work to like find a publisher, like make a deal with them and get it printed and all of that stuff. But now all I have to do is just, you know, have a manuscript, put it on there, bam, published. And that is so exciting to me. What's cool too is that you can do it as an ebook and like paperback, hardback. And so I'm just like, this is so cool. I could have all the options. I'm really excited about seeing what I can do with it, because it kind of just enables me to do something that I've always wanted to do, but like just never really felt like it was gonna be worth all the time and effort to figure it out. But now I guess it is. Well, all right. We've got a Silver Tempest ETB for Jason, since clearly that's where the most spice is with these. Just so you know, after the fees, you're $1 short on it, but we can get started on opening that. Let me just grab one. Let's hope this one is just as spicy as the one from yesterday. Because the one from yesterday was just insane. Like, that was amazing. Alright, let's go ahead and get plastic off. I finally replaced my trash bag so that there's room in my trash can for all the random, like, inserts and stuff. Usually I just have to throw them on the floor, but now there's room in my trash can. It's great! And there's our 8 beautiful packs, hopefully full of lots and lots of spice, just the way we like it. Alright, let's go. Like, move my scissors out of the way. Like, I've really gotten into, like, a habit of just opening packs by hand now, which is kind of funny considering how long I just, like, exclusively used my scissors. But, you know, now I'm quite confident in my ability to open packs with my hands. Every once in a while, though, there's, like, a single pack that I'm like, this one just no. Or like, Magic the Gathering collector packs, they're some of the hardest packs to open. I have no idea why. Gamarini and Victini. But yeah, so I usually use scissors for those. I mean, I can get them open myself. I am capable of it. But it just takes so much more of a struggle with those. But, oh, what we got? We got Reshiram V. I was hoping it was gonna be like another flood or something, but it could be worse. It could have just been another, like, regular holofoil. We don't need more regular holofoils. We need the spice. Which, speaking of, we have not really gotten any from the CTD yet. So it better get spicier soon. Not with that pack, though, I guess. This is our next code card. We're halfway through. We have 1V. That is not gonna cut it. This pack better just be super spicy. Oh my goodness, the package is ripping left and right. No! We have Vulpix and Zorora. That is not the spice. You know what is the spice, though? The Zorora that's gonna be in the new Japanese set that comes out. Is it next week? Amoongus. I think it'll probably be, like, between a week and a half and 2 weeks until I get it. I talked to Verse and I should be getting some from, and that's kind of their estimate on the time frame. Okay, that's a little bit of an improvement, but we still need some more spice from this last pack. So if I just get the Reshiram, and now Superior, we do like that it's a V-Star. You know, speaking of V-Stars, I was just really surprised by this yesterday, but I was looking at the listing for Darkrai V-Star on TCG Player, because a couple weeks ago, it was like a $15 card. Like, all the Darkrai Vs were going for $15. And I looked yesterday, and now they're going for $1.50, and I'm like, what happened? I don't know. Metagross. That was not it right there. That was not the spice I wanted. Well, we got you a Superior and a Reshiram. But I'm kind of disappointed. So we're gonna at least make it a little bit better. Ooh, who's a good candidate for Dapper Fine? Oh my goodness, yes. Found the one. Let me just get my Sharpie out. I'll quickly create something beautiful. Oh my goodness. I love it already, and I want, and it's just, you're gonna love this. Man, I really need to get new Sharpies. One day I will. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, this is gonna be great. Oh, I love it so much. Alright, let me just sign it. Alright, may I present to you Dapper Wailord. He was just begging to become a Dapper Pokemon, and so now he is. Look, he's so beautiful. I love him. Dapper Wailord, absolutely beautiful. We'll give him a sleeve. He needs a nice sleeve to make him, you know, feel special, because he is special. Because Dapper Wailord, what a guy. So I feel like that improves it slightly. We'll go ahead and add those to a stack, and then let me move the bulk out of the way to a chaotic pile on the desk next to me instead of the desk in front of me. Which I really need to move the desk right there, because it's like right in front of the shelves that I keep all my cards for TCG Player on, and like my wardrobe. So anytime I have to like get to the cards or to my clothes, I have to like squish in this like little teeny area between the desk and the shelves, and it's not good. It does not work well. So I obviously am gonna need to like fix that. move the desk. But before I can move the desk, I have to move the boxes on the floor there. And before I move the boxes on the floor there, I need to find a place to put the boxes on the floor there and go through all of them so I actually know what's in them. And then I need to move the shelf and my dresser. Then I'll probably put my desk over there. But yeah, there's a lot to be done in order to move the desk. I mean, I could, I guess, just like move it like right here, right behind me. But then I would just have a desk literally in the middle of my room, which it's not like that hasn't happened before, but considering that there are now 3 desks in my room, the middle of the floor is a very bad place for all of them to be. So, or for any of them to be, one of them to be, especially, I think, I'd say it's probably the biggest one, because my other 2 desks, like, this one is, like, one of those, like, L-shaped desks. Let me find up energy to draw on. I'll draw you guys a diagram. Because I like me some good old visuals. So, yeah, the desk I'm at right now is like this. And then, on the other side of my room, I guess I should have put that against the edge, and I could have used the board as my walls, but I'm exhausted. Yeah, no rush. I'm not worried about you paying, so just whenever you get around to it. And then I've got my little desk on the wall over there, and then next to me, this one, it probably is like, that's like a very approximate size. It's also not a very like consistently shaped, but yeah, so those are the desks in my room right now. And then like over here we've got like my bed, my twin size bed. It's not really that long. It probably cuts off more like right there. And then there's like my dresser over here. And so and then here's like my other shelf and all of the boxes in my closet, because my closet doors are like right there. And then my shelves over here, where all my TCG player stuff is in that corner, right next to the desk. Like, I kid you not, there's like 7 or 8 inches of space between them. And that's not a lot of space to have to like squeeze into to grab stuff. And then right here is where like all of my clothes are hanging. And then these shelves, at least on the end, are accessible. That's where I keep some of my clothes and like my shoes and stuff. But yeah, that's the chaos that is my room. And so the only other place I could put this right now is if I like crammed it over here, which is not a great idea. So for now, I just will have barely accessible shelves. And one day maybe I'll fix it. Yeah, that's about how my room is at the moment. I guess I also have like a little shelf thing here. It's a very small shelf thing though. And what's actually funny is my windowsill is like right here. So I actually sit one of my monitors on my windowsill. That's the one that's got my camera connected to it. It's very handy. I'm like, wow, this is so much better than what I used to use my windowsill for, which was like a couple random things were just sitting on it, and then it was mostly like blocked off by like whatever was in front of it. So now it gets to hold a whole monitor and my calculator. My calculator is also just randomly sitting there because that's where I can find it. Alright, let me refresh orders real quick. Ooh, alright, we've got 6 Silver Tempest for Chase. How's it going? Let's get you some spice. Hey, remember how I told you that I was applying for Whatnot? I got accepted, and I'm probably gonna do my first stream on there on like Thursday. So I know it's not drip, but it's still cool, right? The people on Whatnot, they accept me. They're like, oh yeah, this girl's legit. I mean, it did help that like part of the application process was like proving that I have inventory, and I'm like, oh, that's easy. just take a picture of these just piles of cases of stuff. I'm like, yeah, this is good. Hey, welcome, Folksly. How's it going? Alright, let's grab some packs out of there. Got 4, 5, and 6. And let me just quickly shuffle the rest of them so I don't just have to keep grabbing them from random places. So we gotta keep them nice and randomized because, yes. Thank you, thank you. I was happy that it, like, didn't take a super long time. Because, like, when I applied for Drip, they didn't accept me, but they also took a really long time to get back to me just to say that I wasn't accepted. But Whatnot was, like, really quick. It was like, alright, you're good. You just need to do this, like, onboarding session thing. Which, I barely made time for that. It was a chaotic day. The day that I had the onboarding session. Because the session started at 1 o'clock. And was scheduled to last 45 minutes. The problem was that I had the dentist at 1:40 on the same day. The dentist that's 10 minutes away from my house. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to leave at like 1:30 to get there on time. Which is not giving me enough time to finish the onboarding course. And so basically I just had a hope that the 45 minutes that it was scheduled for was like a little bit extra. Just like, you know, so people would have enough time. Ooh, nice, the Serena reverse. That's kind of cool. I'll give that a sleeve. But, fortunately, that was the case. It was done after, like, 25 minutes, and I was like, thank goodness. So I quickly, you know, finished up, got everything ready to go, and was able to finish the onboarding course, and just had to finish, like, doing the last little bit of application stuff later in the day. But yeah, then like after I submitted it, within like an hour they're like, alright, you're good to go, you can go live now. And I was just like, oh, that's kind of cool. Breaks in the Forest Silstone. This is like a $3 or $4 card, which is interesting because the other Silstone in this set is worth like 50 cents, but this one's like $3 right now. So far, that's our best pull from these packs. We need some more spice. That is, for sure, Anorith and Braviary. That was not the spice. That's the second reverse Anorith that we pulled somebody tonight, though, which is a random. Oh, I see something. We got a Candace. Oh, nice. Superior V4. That is quite spicy. I am not gonna lie. Put that into a sleeve. Beautiful. And there's the code card. And we got one more pack for you. Doing pretty well with that Superior, but we didn't get like any character cards or like regular Vs. So maybe like a little bit more in the last pack. Torcat and Amoonguss, not quite. Overall, I'd say that was pretty okay though. We take a nice classy full art. I feel like the full arts have just been slowly, like, getting more, like, aesthetic. Like, I love, like, the flower petals in the background. Though that's nothing compared to what we're going to be seeing, like, full art-wise from the next set. I am so stoked for the crazy spice that they've got, like, going on. Alright, I'll get those added to your stack chase. There we go. And let me move the bulk. Oh, I missed a code card. There we go. But yeah, so I'm really excited for the next set. It's gonna be pretty crazy. I was showing my manager at work some of the cards from it. Like, they're so insane. It's pretty exciting. I definitely can say that we will be opening a lot of it. Like, as much as I can get. Which I don't know how much that's gonna be, but I can imagine that either way, it'll be very exciting. Alright, just checking orders again real quick. I don't think we have any more yet. Nope, not yet. So we can vibe. Oh, I never finished telling you guys about my publishing stuff through Amazon. Like, if you guys can't tell, I am incredibly like excited about this. When I started today, I did not expect for me to find a way to make my dream of eventually publishing some of my writing very, very, very realistic and surprisingly easy. So that was a wonderful surprise today. And now I just, gotta actually write something. I mean, I could just use some of my old writing, but I'm not gonna lie, I don't know where that's saved. I mean, I guess probably on, like, one of my Google Drives, but I have so many Google accounts. I have so many to keep track of. Like, I have my, like, personal one that I originally made when I first, like, needed a Google account for something. And then I have my primary YouTube one, my secondary YouTube one, this random, like, secondary personal one that I have no idea when I made it or where it came from, this, like, random backup one that I never use, and I think there might be one more. So, long story short, way too many Google accounts. So, I'll have to figure out which Google Drive they're on. But even then, I'm like, I don't know, it's been a while since I've done any writing. Like, the last time I was doing any writing was about a year ago when I was in the creative writing class. And so, everything that I could, like, publish is a year old or older. I'm like, I don't know. I kind of want to write something new, something fresh. I mean, I feel like it's not like I've been practicing writing in a long time, but I feel like as I've, like, gained, like, more experience in general in life, that's kind of, improved my ability to, I don't know, like, improved my, like, ability to create things, to use what I have, my resources. I have more resources. Mental resources. Yes, that's what I'm gonna go with. Plus, when I don't have to, like, have an assignment or, like, some, like, rules to follow, I like that so much better. I hate when somebody comes up with rules and is like, alright, you have to follow these guidelines or else it's not gonna work. That's one of the reasons I did not like school. Alright, we got 6 more Silver Tempest for Chase. We're gonna pull some more spice this time. We need some character cards. We need them spacey character rares. 6 more packs. We got it. Ooh, alright. That's kind of a fun start. Not a character rare, but a Radiant Alakazam. Pretty snazzy, if I do say so myself. Ooh, also, fun fact. In addition to, like, publishing books, I can also publish, like, things like, Archeops. Like, custom journals and stuff. Like, I could just, like, straight up put my art that I've done onto a journal and sell it on Amazon. And I think that's so cool. Like, I can sell my art on Amazon. Tell me that's not so cool. And so I'm excited to experiment with that too. But ooh, nice. We're really good at pulling Rayquaza from this set. Like, I think this is the 3rd or 4th one of these that I pulled for someone. And then I pulled 2 of the Rayquaza VMAX character cards. 2 of them. One of them was for me, which is pretty exciting. Oh, alright! Secret rare, just like all of a sudden. Got them a Wild V-Star. Not the spiciest secret rare, I would have been cool if it was a Lugia, but it is a secret rare. We always take those. So technically I pulled 2 secret rares so far. And I think from both the packs with the secret rares, I forgot to show the code cards because I got too excited. There we go. And we got 1 more pack for you. So let's see if we can get just a little bit more spice. Just a little bit. We got Quadstone and Miss Magius. I mean, it's not like we really needed more spice, but I mean, yeah. Overall, that was pretty sweet. The Rayquaza, definitely my favorite of the 2. But yeah, we got a gold and a secret rare, or a gold and a rainbow secret rare. Double secret rares. It's so weird to me that the gold ones are considered secret rares, though, despite their number being within the, like, the 30. But, I mean, I guess compared to what Yu-Gi-Oh does with secret rares, that is not that big of a deal. Alright, let me get another little box going. My current boxes are a little too full to fit all of the spice that needs to be contained in them. So we'll move your stack into its own little cute miniature box. Because I have a cute little miniature box that perfectly fits a singular pile. I mean, I could probably put like one other pile, but like, this is just a mini box, just with your spice in it. You know, we got them a while. Oh, an unknown full art. I love that. I really want to pull the unknown alt art still. Oh, we got the Lugia! Maybe if Arcana will move. Lugia. Very spicy. Alright, let's move the bulk out of the way again. There we go. And then we will refresh orders. Yes, we like double secret rare pulls. That's where it's at. Alright, I'm not seeing more orders yet. So we get a vibe. We gotta vibe some more. I'm going to keep telling you guys about writing because I'm so excited. I can't decide for sure though what like kind of thing I want to put on there first. Like, I've always really enjoyed like fantasy writing. My favorite kind of things to write are short stories that are very like whimsical and leave you wondering and like wanting more because they're kind of short but still fulfilling, you know? That's how I like to write, which I think sometimes is probably kind of annoying, but at the same time I'd also say it's sort of effective because if I make a series of short stories and they all kind of have that whimsical, wondering feeling that makes you need more, then that, you know, would encourage people to want to read more of my work so that they could get more of the little bits of the story. But at the same time, I could just, you know, just spend a little longer and write an entire story and just publish it at once. But I'm really impatient and I'm really excited, so I might just, you know, do a bunch of little ones. Pull an alt art. We have pulled one alt art out of this set. It was before it officially released though, so it's been a little bit since we have last pulled one. But hopefully soon we'll pull another alt art. Like I said earlier, I'd love to see the unknown. And I mean, the Lugia. I don't think anybody would complain if we pulled a Lugia alt art. Just, you know, we just have to do it. We just need to get the spice. And it'll be amazing. It'll be absolutely wonderful. No, I do not have a boyfriend. I am a strong, independent, silly teenage girl. I'm just vibing. 3 more silver Tempest, let's do it. Let's see if we can keep the spice coming. We always like more spice. So let's get it. Pack number 1. Oh my goodness, I see spice! Nice! Wow. So now we're up to 3 secret rares from this box. That's some good odds. Dang, I was not expecting that, but we take those. Secret rare superior. I love that it's the gold one too. I like gold secret rares way better than the rainbow ones. Next up we have Well-Lord and Gardevoir. Code card. And then we got one more. Man, that's superior though. That's so spicy. Arcanine, and we got a Mawile V. That was a solid set of 3 packs. I mean, secret rare in any number of packs is exciting, but a secret rare and an additional V out of 3 packs, we like those odds. That's good stuff. Man, that is so spicy. Chase, I feel like I'm like the best at pulling good cards for you. Like I think back at like all of the crazy things that I always pull for you. Like, I don't know what it is, but somehow we just get you all this spice. Like, I remember when Celebrations came out, and I just kept pulling you the Golden Mew, like, I pulled you so many of those. Like, so many. It's crazy to me. And I never pulled one for myself. That was rough. But I did, you know, eventually just buy one from work. I was like, alright, I'm gonna just buy this one so I don't have to keep chasing it. But you better believe even after I bought one, I still opened more packs of that set, trying just in case. Do I get Hilltop? Yes, I do. Hilltop is one of my employers. Because only having one employer is too simple for me. I need to overcomplicate everything as much as possible by so you know, having as many jobs as I can. Now I can tell people that I think that brings me up to 6 jobs if I become an author. I've got my YouTube, TCG player, the card store, Hilltop, art commissions, and an author. That's a solid 6 jobs, you guys. We're racking up these numbers. No, I've not done a stream for Hilltop yet. They have another employee. I don't really know her, but she exists. And she's done at least 1 or 2 streams for them, but I've mostly helped with behind the scenes work for them so far, but once they get our new, like, brick and mortar store a little more established, I mean, we don't even have it yet, we have to wait till, like, the end of the month, but once we get that going, I'll probably start doing streams from there. And then you'll get to see me in streams by Hilltop. Though, not currently. Yeah, so right now, what I'm doing for Hilltop in terms of streaming-wise, until I'm able to stream for them at their store, I have been, like, commission selling a lot of the stuff that I have on stream right now is Hilltop's product that they're having me sell for them. So it's pretty much just like commission sales. That's how I got so much Silver Tempest. Because of that. And that's how I'm gonna have a bunch of the new set. But yeah, I will be doing like official box breaks and stuff on there, whatnot, and maybe YouTube. I don't know for sure what all we're gonna be doing. And I'm also gonna open a TCG player store for Hilltop. I just dropped a bunch of bulk on the floor, it's fine. That means I'm going to be personally running 3 TCG player stores. 3 of them. And I just think that's so funny. Like, I don't know, it just fills me with this I don't know, it's great. I'm just running all the TCG player stores. 'Cause why not, you know? All of them. I should start, like, advertising, like, do you want to start selling your cards on TCG Player? Well, let me help you. I know way too much about selling cards on TCG Player, so I can get you started and going, and if it's, you know, what you'd like, I can run your TCG Player store for you. Good times, right? Like, it was definitely a process to get going on TCG Player, but I know a lot of people that really enjoy opening product, so much to the extent that, like me, they end up with tons of duplicates that they don't need all of the duplicates, but it is a pain to try to sell locally. I tried that, did not enjoy, will not be doing again anytime soon. Though maybe if I one day open up my own store, then I would probably sell locally, just because I have a very easy place to do it from. But yeah, TCG Player is nice because, you know, it gives you so many more people to sell to, and, you know, you can sell small little things, there'll be buyers for those, and you can sell huge, really expensive things, because the buyers for those are on there too. And so, like, a lot of people can really benefit from having a store, but I can't blame them for not wanting to take the time to set it up. So, You know, I feel like I could make something out of just like offering services, helping people set up and run their own TCG Player stores. Like, I don't really need to be employed by more people, but if I want another side hustle, if I want to run even more than 3 TCG Player stores, it's kind of fun though, in that with certain things, by selling on multiple stores, it gives me like an opportunity to influence the market, which is so, like, I don't know, I love it so much. It's very entertaining to me because, like, when things first come out, and sometimes they're pre-sales. You can only pre-sell if you have like a brick and mortar store. But other times, they don't get things uploaded to even list them until after they're officially out. And so the things like that, I've noticed like pre-release promos are that way a lot, and like deck exclusive cards. And so whenever I have those types of cards, I always watch, like every day I check, I search to see if they're up on TCG Player yet. And then there have been multiple times that I've been the first person to list a particular card on TCG Player. And, you know, by doing so, I get to set the price. I get to decide what the first price that a listing will go on there for. And so there have been times where I've listed a card at like $20, and then a bunch of other people start listing them at like 18, 19, 21, 22, like, and I'm like, I set the original medium. And then, you know, sometimes, like, I'll go down a little bit after people have all, like, set, like, a bunch in, like, the 20s. I'll, like, go down to, like, 18 and then sell mine. And then the prices will start, like, usually, like, sloping down a little bit. But, like, it's so entertaining to me. Like, I find it so intriguing to see how I can influence certain things. I do sometimes, like, investigate, like, if certain cards are on eBay before they're on TCG Player. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. I sometimes saw on eBay, and occasionally post things on there, and, like, when I'm the first person to post, like, a certain thing on eBay, that also makes me feel like I'm influencing the market. I'm doing stuff. But, yeah, sometimes I just make up whatever price I want and see how that goes. And sometimes it works out, and sometimes it doesn't. But I love just kind of experimenting with the market, seeing what I can do, seeing how things, you know, usually trend. It's incredibly interesting to me. I quite enjoy it. Alright, let me take a quick second to check orders. Just make sure I'm not missing everything before I keep, you know. I hope I'm not being too boring talking about the market trends of cards. I don't know, we've got like 13 viewers. That must mean you guys at least find it somewhat interesting. Or like a bunch of people are watching and fell asleep. I mean, either way, I get view time, and, you know, someone somewhere is probably having a nice time. But, like, I think this one was probably my favorite one that I got to influence the market for. Let me just pull up this window so you guys can see. There we are. This one right here. This was one of my favorite things to experiment with the market with. So, you can see it started up there pretty high, and then, whew. But yeah, now it's like a $3-4 card. But now if we scroll back, I mean, way back, like a month ago or more, I don't know. It's been a little bit. This was a Lost Origin pre-release promo, right? I'm not just being stupid, I'm pretty sure it was Lost Origin. Yeah, this was a Lost Origin pre-release promo. Alright, now we're like a little over a month ago. We're starting to get up to like the $7 to $8 range. But we'll just keep going back. We'll get there. We'll get there eventually. Where is that shift? No, we need to go to the very, very beginning of the data for this card. we'll get there. I assure you we're not just going to be scrolling forever. I just don't remember for sure when this card came out, but now you can see we're like up in like the $8 to $10 range. Now we're getting into the teens, which is obviously a lot more. Alright, we're almost there. We gotta be getting close. There we are, the first sell at $20. I am not 100% sure, because I don't remember for certain, but if I am correct, that was me. 4 of them at $20 a piece. The first sell. Oh, you guys can't see that. It didn't scroll all the way. One moment. Let me fix it so you guys can see. There we go. At the bottom here. 4 of them at $20 a piece. That's my tune. Because I was one of the very, very first people to list them, and so I was like, well, I don't know. This is a Pokemon they haven't printed in a long time. It's going. I figured out that it was going to be a pretty playable card too. And so I'm like, alright, I have a playset. I might as well like list them for a good solid starting price. And you know, that went pretty well. And then they dropped to like $10 immediately thereafter. They kind of went back up though. I think it's $18.95 might have been mine too. You know, if we followed the curve. Because they really quickly sold out is why they jumped back up for a little bit. And then, you know, they kind of were in that area for a while, because I had some that I listed at the very beginning and then some that I listed a little bit later because I got more of them because I opened a lot of product, but not always all at once. But then, you know, they kind of stayed in the teens for a while, but after a good bit they started trending down, and yeah, I feel that I have contributed a decent amount to the price graph for this card. Just this section at the start, though. Which, I find it interesting how much it dropped down. Honestly, I thought it was going to stay a more valuable card, but it did end up going down. But, you know, I find it so entertaining to see what happens. Because, like, honestly, I thought it was going to stay pretty consistent and then maybe go down and, like, sit at 15. Maybe 10 at the lowest. So, I was quite surprised when it went down to, like, 3 to 4. But, you know, that is how the card market is. But that is part of what makes it so fascinating to me. Is that you never know what's going to happen. I mean, there are other times with cards where they'll start really low and then they'll, like, skyrocket at release. For example, let me bring this back to where you guys can see. In the newest Magic set, Brothers War, we got the Portal to Phyrexia. We're just gonna look at the regular printing. As you can see, this was pre-release. You know, it kind of just stayed the same and then started dropping. And then instead of continuing to go down, it skyrocketed. Woo! Now this is sadly not one I contributed to, mostly just because I get too attached to my Magic cards and won't sell them. But this is, you know, an interesting example of when they didn't keep going down. Instead, they went up quite a lot. You know, they were sitting at like $10 a couple days before release. And then release hit, and they were suddenly $25. And yeah, it looks like they're all sitting around like $25, at least for the first page. But a lot of the sells we're seeing like some at like 27. Mostly 25. Yeah, so there's an interesting example of when it didn't just keep going down. Or, I know, was it Tactical Masters I'm thinking of? No, maybe it was a set before it. No, it wasn't Palette Elements, so it's probably this one. Yes, this is the one with the runic cards. This one, Runic Tip, was one of them that, you can see it kind of, so it dropped at release, hit like $25. I assumed that it was going to keep kind of like puttering out from there. But no, instead, in like the week to 2 weeks following, it skyrocketed to $50. It doubled in price. And then it kind of like dropped back down, 35. Then it shot back up. It says it was 40, but I'm pretty sure for like at least a day or two, most of the sells were at like 45. And then it kind of, then it sloped down. See, I just expected this whole middle area to not be like that. I thought it was just gonna go woo. But no, it took a very unprecedented path. Quite surprising. Kind of similarly, the runic fountain in this set did some interesting stuff that kept us very unsure of what was gonna happen with it. You can see, like, pre-release, it was really up there, but honestly, this is kind of what, like, when it started actually being, like, bought. It was around when it dropped to, like, 18 to 20, and then it always says it went up to 25, but, or I guess it was because it went up to 25 after release, and then it kind of dropped down, and, you know, we assumed it was just going to putter out there, but then it shot back up to, like, it says it was 18, but I'm pretty sure there were a lot of sales around 25 at this time, and so I'm like, oh, it, like, doubled, and then it went back down, and then down, and now it's kind of curving upwards. I'm curious to see if, you know, it doesn't look like much, I guess, when you look at the 1 month graph, but it is technically going up, so it's going to be interesting to see if it keeps going up, or if it, like, kind of, you know, flatlines, or if it just keeps this, like, windy up and down thing going on. But, you know, I guess we will just have to see what happens with it. I haven't really kept a close eye on this one, considering this was a card that I never owned. I think I might have pulled one for somebody else, but I mostly kept track of it because we had some at the card store that were for sale. Also, this makes me laugh. This collector's rare. It has so much potential, and now it's $8 for a collector's rare. Collector rares are, like, kind of spicy. Like, for certain Yu-Gi-Oh sets, they're, like, instead of having, like, a secret rare or, like, alt art, you know, comparable to Pokemon, they have things like collector rares, which have texture, and, you know, I love me some card texture. But, yeah, that one did not do so well. But, you know, like, the runic tip and stuff, you know, whee! That one shot up, and then it just went down. So, you know, definitely not quite as much, like, movement overall, but still kind of a similar idea. And then you get the runic fountain one, too, which also, woo! So entertaining. You know, I could go to college, or instead of spending tens of thousands of dollars to go to college, I could use tens of thousands of dollars to invest in opening a store and just use what I already know from working a card shop. Being around people that know an absurd amount about cards because they have been collecting and playing TCGs for longer than I've been alive, and from just devoting my entire existence to cards, I could just invest in starting a business there, you know? I feel zero need, personally, to go to college if I want to open, you know, my own store. I can just open a store, not go to college. If I need help, my mom has a degree in accounting. She can help me. Though the degree isn't the reason why I trust her to do my accounting. I trust her to do my accounting because she knows how to account for stuff. She works, you know, she does warranty and stuff, which does include a bit of, like, accounting knowledge. She takes care of all of our family's taxes. So, like, you know, I could always get her help. I do feel like I kind of take after her. I mean, I'd say both of my parents are pretty smart and pretty capable. My dad is, I think, much more of, like, a hands-on building creativity type, you know, in that sense. And my mom is very, like, numbers following, like, you know, whatever there. But if I needed help with, like, this stuff like that, I could always ask my mom for help. And then, of course, all of my friends that I've made from working at the card shop and being into cards, I know a lot of people that would be able to help me a lot with understanding, like, what would need to be done in order to start my own business. Though, also, there are so many online resources that, like, I could just spend, like, an hour doing research and figure out pretty much, like, all of, like, the basic stuff I'm gonna have to do. So, like, I'm good. I don't need to go to a college class to teach me all the stuff that an hour of research can give me a sufficient knowledge of. I don't need to take a bunch of tests. I am very much a hands-on, learn through experience person, and I also just cannot sit still and sit through, like, my last couple of years of school were rough, let me tell you. I was so done. I did most of it online, which was a huge blessing to just be able to do it on there, and, you know, it was kind of just on the back burner. I didn't have to put too much into it, but, like, the couple in-person classes I did have were a struggle to get through, so I would never choose to go back to school. The only reason I would ever go to college is if, like, I'm, like, a retired millionaire in, like, my late 30s, early 40s, and just, like, randomly I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go take just this singular, incredibly random college class. Like, why not? But, of course, you know, if I had that kind of money to throw around, I could also just, like, actually, you know, I could do all kinds of other cool stuff. Like, I could just, like, hand out spicy cards to people, you know? I could just, I mean, if I'm, like, a retired millionaire in my 30s or 40s, I definitely would have a card shop. Whether that was what made me rich or that's what I got because I was rich, you know, then I just do all kinds of, like, random promos where I'm like, alright, people, this is not beneficial to my finances in any way. I just want to give you guys spicy cards. And I would totally treat all my friends, like, all my friends that I play Magic with. I'd be like, alright, you guys, what cards are you looking for? I'm about to get a bunch of spicy cards for y'all. Because, I mean, like, my friends have been so good to me and so kind to me. I'm like, if I could become a millionaire, the least I can do is get them some spicy cards. But I want everybody to have spicy cards. I love the idea of just, like, having the ability and the means to just, like, you know, just encourage people's love for cards. Because I know finances are a thing that is obviously stressful for a lot of people that are into the trading card hobby, because it does get extremely expensive. And so, you know, being able to help people to enjoy that without having to worry so much about the financial strain just sounds amazing. But first, I have to take care of, you know, not feeling the financial strain personally. But, you know, once we get to that millionaire status, we'll be doing pretty alright. Hopefully at least. I can imagine. I mean, I definitely will still be smart with my money, because I don't want to be another one of those people that, like, gets rich young and then just blows all their money because they're like, I have money to spend, it's okay, I can spend money, and then all of a sudden they're dirt poor in their, like, mid-50s and they have to go back to work. I don't want to do that, because that's not a fun time. Oh no, I'm already the Queen of Denmark. I don't have to become that. I'm already the Queen of Denmark. My goal from there further is just take over the whole world, which of course I'm working on, but it's definitely a complicated endeavor, but we're working on it. We got Denmark, we've got, like, part of the United States, some random place in Mexico too, apparently. I might have some territory in Canada too, but that's kind of up for debate. But Denmark, definitely. That is a for sure. No questions asked there. I definitely am the Queen of Denmark. But the rest of the world gonna take a little bit. But I am slowly gathering followers from around the world. So it's just little by little, person by person. Every new subscriber, I'm like, there's just a little bit more support from around the world for my plans for world domination. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be lovely. Alright, let me take a quick second and check orders. Probably about ready to wrap up for the night. Man, I've been doing such short streams lately. I should stream more and longer, but I am so busy. I am very busy. It's totally my fault though. Like, if I didn't want to be this busy, I would not be this busy. I'm just addicted to work. which is why I plan to continue having multiple jobs for as long as possible. Cause see, like, even if I'm a retired millionaire in my 40s, you better believe I'm not just gonna, like, sit around and vibe. Cause, like, I will be vibing, but I don't want to just sit around. I get so bored. So I'd have to, like, still constantly be doing stuff, because I need stimulation for my brain. I gotta be doing something. I hate when I have days and I'm like days that I'm just, like, really tired, and so I'm like, I guess I need a rest. It drives me crazy. I hate when I have to take days off to rest. Why can't I just have infinite energy? I don't know. I feel like I just should, but apparently I do not. But maybe we'll figure that out at some point. But we'll see. Send out your business cards. So you want to know what's funny is I do have business cards. They're printed out and everything. But I just never took the time to cut them apart. So all my business cards are just, like, pieces of cardstock with a bunch of business cards printed on it, not cut out. So far I have not passed out any business cards because, I kid you not, I printed them out, like, several months ago. Like, it was probably, like, maybe, like, April or May. And then I just never got them out. Like, they're still just sitting somewhere. I'm not totally sure where. I've moved them around a lot, but I do have business cards just sitting somewhere on the paper. But one day I'll cut them out and randomly give them to people. I probably wouldn't pass them out at work, though, just because I should be focusing on doing my job and not advertising myself. But, I mean, like, I occasionally bring up my YouTube and whatnot at work, but that's just if I'm having a conversation with a customer, like, while, like, pricing out cards from them or something, and it happens to be relevant to the conversation, then I might mention it. And sometimes they're just like, oh, that's cool, and then we continue on. And sometimes they're like, yo, what's your YouTube? Let me follow you. And I'm like, yes. And then I spell it out for them because nobody can figure out how to spell it on their own. It's okay. I never, will expect people to be able to figure out how to spell my name without seeing it first. What am I thankful for? Well, as I mentioned earlier, I am very thankful for all of my friends that I have that I play Commander with, and just, like, the people I work with in general. Like, I work with some pretty legit people. Like, I'm very, very grateful for them. Of course, I'm grateful for my family, too. My family is pretty cool. I wouldn't be able to be as cool as I am without being surrounded by cool people for my entire life. I definitely would say, like, the people in my life are, like, the number one. Of course, I'm also very grateful for cardboard. I love cardboard, you guys. I love it so much. It's literally, like, my whole life. There's just cardboard everywhere. Cardboard, especially in terms of cards. But you better also believe cardboard in terms of pizza boxes. They're also made of cardboard. Specifically Little Caesars. Love me some fresh Little Caesars slices and stick pizza with no red sauce on it because I do not like tomatoes. But yes, I gotta appreciate the cardboard. And of course, I'm grateful for my cute puppies. Why is this thing in front of Izzy? Let me just. I got Bean too. Look, she's so cute. This is when she was just a puppy. She's so teeny. And there's Izzy and Bean. Aren't they so cute? I just love them. They're just good little babies. I'm obsessed with them. They're just the best puppies, you know? They're very, very good babies. Let's see. And my chickens. My chickens look pretty cute too. Though I don't get to see them very often. It's very inconvenient because I always get home after dark and the chickens go to bed when the sun sets. And so they're always already in their chicken beds when I get home. So I only get to see them, like, on days that I don't work. Because usually on days that I do work, I sleep in for as long as I can so that I can wake up and just barely have enough time to get ready for the day before leaving. So I only get to see the chickens on days off from work, and I always have Sundays off. So I usually see the chickens on Sundays. That's about it. But I mean, I usually have like one other day off each week, but I usually just sleep the whole day cuz I'm so tired. Because like I said, I unfortunately don't have infinite energy. I'm not like a huge Thanksgiving person just because I am such a picky eater and have such like a sensitive stomach that it's just eating a big meal is not fun per se. But my mom has included some pretty legit items on the menu that I think should make it pretty great. Those items being Walmart rolls and birthday cake. Like the same type of cake I had for my birthday, which is literally, I am not joking, the only dessert that I like. I'm not a dessert person. But give me some a Pillsbury funfetti cake with the Pillsbury frosting and covered in those nice, just good little like subtle crunch sprinkles. Yes, I will eat that. I will eat that as a meal. Or dessert. Either way is fine. But yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna eat. Just Walmart rolls and cake. That's my plan. Also, my family, for some reason, we always do like a Thanksgiving lunch instead of dinner. And lunchtime is usually my first meal of the day. So usually all I eat is like bread when I first get up. So my stomach won't be able to handle much other than like bread at that point in the day. Because it'll be like 1 o'clock. I usually eat my first meal of the day between like noon and 4 p.m. And any time in there. Just depends on when I have to leave for work. So yeah, I would probably just eat bread and cake. But that's what I want anyways. That's what I like to have. I don't need to get big. I'm pretty small and I'm okay with that. But I am strong, and I do need to eat in order to remain strong, so that I can do even more push-ups, because the high score of 31 just isn't, it's not gonna cut it, you know? I think I need to get up to at least like 40. If I the new Pokemon game. No, I still don't have a Switch or play video games. But I've talked to people that are playing them. One of my friends let me pick their starter for them. I had a very difficult time deciding, but we did end up going with Sprigatito. I think that's how you say its name. I'm honestly not sure. But the little green cat, which I was quite excited for when they announced it. And then I was super disappointed when I found out about its evolutions. Masquerada just ain't it. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't vibe. But my friend keeps telling me that my style looks exactly like Masquerada. And he calls it my twin. I hate it. But he's not totally wrong, which is what makes it the worst. Cause like, let me pull up Masquerada. Masquerada. I think that's, I still don't know how to say these names. I'm just making them up as I go. Okay, let me pull this up so you guys can see. Maybe. Where did it go? There we are. Oh, what's it doing? There we go. So, my favorite thing to wear, what I'm wearing right now. Oh, let me see. I always like to wear a cute skirt with leggings underneath, or I also have some really cute shorts that I wear leggings underneath. And Masquerada totally looks like she's wearing shorts with leggings. And I also love sweaters with like lantern sleeves, and her arms are lantern sleeve shaped. So yeah. I guess it's my twin now. And that's, I guess that's that. I'm not happy about it. I love a little green baby kitty. But it just ain't it. Like, why is it a magician Pokemon? Like, it's just supposed to be a starter. It doesn't need to be some kind of magician. We already have Alakazam. And Hoopa. And kind of a couple of other Pokemon, too. So why do we need a green cat magician that dresses like me, but green? When we could have had a really, really cool spicy cat. Instead, we got a magician cat. And yeah, I don't know how to process that fully, but I still picked the little green kitty for their starter, and yep. I'm not gonna lie, I was also really disappointed in Quaxley. Whatever he evolves into, like I don't know. It just doesn't quite do it for me. Like, it just feels a little bit off. You know? Let me... why can't I find a picture of what he actually evolves into? But I like Croxley because he looked like he was just gonna be a little dapper, silly, like, duck guy. But then they're like, you know what we should do? What is this? What happened here? What is it? I don't know. But it just doesn't vibe for me. Like, where'd the dapper go? Why does he look like he's part of some kind of, like, festival event? He just completely switched vibes. Like, it's just not the same thing. Quaquavel? I guess that's his name. And what is this? Like, is it just like a extra feather thing coming off of his tail? His tail that goes up? It's like peacock vibes, but like they plucked all the feathers, but like one big one and a couple little ones, you know? But I thought he was supposed to be a duck. So why does he look like a peacock with bell bottoms? Why does it look like a peacock with bell bottoms? And his hair looks like a turban now. Like, it went from like this dapper, like, slicked back thing to a turban. And there's nothing wrong with turbans. But, like, he was just a little teeny duck. What happened? Oh, peacock, speaking of. Now we just got a giant advertisement on the screen. So yeah, I'm struggling to process what this starters evolve into. And the other one, the little silly guy that's like a knockoff Gibble. the fire type knockoff Gibble. He's just a fire type knockoff Gibble. But then he evolves into this big, like, crocodile thing, which, I mean, is, like, not bad. Like, it's cool, but it just, like, it doesn't seem like an actual Pokemon, you know? It's like, it's cool, but, like, I wouldn't look at it and think, that's a Pokemon. I'd just be like, that's a fancy dinosaur crocodile thing. You know? Fuecoco, that's his name. That's his name. And then whatever he evolves into is a much longer name. But he's fire type knockoff Ditto. Oh my goodness, I was gonna show you guys, but I just keep getting giant advertisements that take up the entire screen. Why? Why, Bulbapedia? I just want to show these little silly guys. There's just a giant ad covering my screen now. Alright, I guess you guys don't get to see the little fire type knockoff Ditto. I mean, I guess I could just pull it up on something else. We'll just pull up a regular video of him. Oh, Way to go. There we go. He's just a little silly guy. A little silly fire type knockoff Ditto. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's kind of cool. I didn't know that he could stand up like that. You know, he's something. I think this is the best of the final evolutions of the three, in my opinion. But like I said, I don't look at it and think Pokemon. I'm just like, oh, it's a cool, like, dinosaur crocodile dude. Like, and how this turns into that. I know they're supposed to change as they evolve, but like, if we like look at these guys, like, I can see how this little guy. Oh, why wanna look over here? I can see how this little guy turns into that. You know, they've both got like the yellow features, really like skinny limbs, this nice long tail. You know, like, I can totally see how that translates to that. We got Garuki, which he's a baby monkey. He evolves into a big monkey. That checks out. That makes sense. It's like a monkey with like little leaf features. This guy's just a big monkey with leaf features. Then we got Scorbunny to Cinderace. Well, you know, they've got like the same small yellow color for like the inside of their ears. They've got like a yellow thing like above their nose. They have like dark red eyes. They've got like the tips of their toes are like a different color than the rest of their foot, you know? Like it makes sense how they match up. But I feel like the new starters, it's like I'm not convinced that they're the same Pokemon. I don't know what the new region is called, though. So I don't know how to search that up. We'll just let's see if I can find a picture with both of them. Oh my goodness. This isn't it. This isn't what I was looking for, but this is what I feel like they should have turned into. I totally agree with whoever drew this. That's like literally exactly like the type of vibes that this makes so much more sense. Little green kitty into this big green spicy cat. I love like the flower features. Like, that's so cool. This guy, he's not just like a little crocodile dude. I like how he's got like these little patches that almost feel like mini arms. I love all like the feathery shaped things. And then this guy, look how cool he is. He's got a hat hair. His like hair feather thing is a hat. It's perfect. It totally fits the vibes. But we got these. Why? Why did we get these? Like, this makes so much more sense to me. But we got these. It doesn't, this makes so much more sense. But nope, apparently not the case. I just can't get over it. I can't get past it. But I love this. Whoever created this, Pokemon needs to hire them. And they need to change what the starters evolve into, because this is so much better. But yeah, so that's how I feel about the new starters. Literally look like Digimon. These are supposed to be Pokemon. What have they done to them? I seriously love this one picture though. This like is the exact epitome of like what they should have been. I'm gonna just quickly like what they should have been. I'm saving it to my photos under that name, and then I'm going to send it to myself on Discord so I can save it on my phone, and then every time I have a conversation with people about what they should have looked like, I'll just show them that and be like, this is what they were supposed to, this is what they should look like. but it's not what we got. And I will never come to terms with that. It's just so much better. So yeah, that's how I feel about that. Just why? It could have been so much cooler. But anyways, I am gonna check orders real quick. And then I think we're probably good to wrap up if we don't have any more. Since considering the last like 20 minutes, probably. I don't think it's been 20 minutes, but like the last 10 minutes I've just been complaining about the evolutions for the new starters. I can't get over it. And now that I found this one that like is the perfect epitome of what they should evolve into, like I'm just gonna suffer every day. Because I will never get over how that's what they should have evolved into. I just can't. Alright, let me finish checking orders. I don't believe we've got any, so we should be good to wrap it up for the night. It has been a fun little stream. You know, we got a vibe. Open some spicy stuff. And you guys gotta listen to me complain about the new stars. But you know, I feel like it was good times. I actually don't know if I'll be streaming tomorrow because I'll be playing Commander, so it just depends on how that goes. But I mean, it's not like I need to go to sleep at a decent time because I don't work on Thursday. Though I do have to wake up early. I have to wake up early for Thanksgiving lunch. I don't want to be up in time to eat lunch at 1. But it's okay. So maybe we'll have a stream tomorrow because why not? Or I'll take a night off tomorrow and set up so that maybe I can do my first Whatnot stream on Thursday. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm nervous to get started, but I'm like, I just need to like go for it and do a stream on there. So maybe that's what will happen. But yeah, it looks like we are done with orders for tonight. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up there. Yeah, it was a fun one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great night, and I will see y'all next time.